Hello, hello, everybody.
Hello. How are you doing?
I am good. Everybody, this is Lady V.
Oh, hold on. It just started on my phone. I gotta turn it down.
I had to switch over to my other tab and mute it too. So you're just
I
fine.
thought I had already done that. Okay, I think we're good.
All right, awesome. Well, good to see everybody tonight. Delana, hello, sweetheart. How are you? I know I didn't plan this, very far in advance, but I did find out that YouTube only gives us one notification sent out every 24 hours. So if you do a live, like,
Really?
yes. So if you do a
Wow.
live at like 4 o'clock one day, they'll send a notification out to your people on the 4 o'clock one. But if you do another one, like the next day before 4, for example, I guess I should use 8. Let's use, you're doing one at 8 one day. Don't do one before 8 the next day. You'd have to do it after 8 for them to get that notification. It's
Wow.
crazy.
Huh.
So
That
no
is
matter
weird.
when you schedule, even if you schedule, 30 minutes before you're live, they're going to get that notification. It'll send it out as long as it's been 24 hours.
I tell you what, YouTube's just getting way too persnickety to me.
Really? Yeah. Corey says, I thought
Hey.
it was 3 notifications. I don't know. I had a friend test it and I only got one of her notifications. I don't know. I can't find any written documentation on it, but I've been like testing it with people, and so far, only one each day. I don't know. Who knows anymore?
Yeah, if you even get that one. Oh, there's
Right.
Avery.
Hello, Avery. How are you doing? Well, I'm going to go ahead and get this started, and then I'll do my intro first, and then we'll say hi to some more people. So thank you very much for being here,
My pleasure.
and thank you all for being here. Let me get I made a new little intro thing, and we'll see if it turned out good or not.
I'm sure it will.
There we go. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
I
All
like it.
right.
I
What did
like
you
it.
guys think of that? You like that?
I did.
I just wanted to do something a little bit different. This is
I'm
actually inspired by one of my favorite channels, and that's Thou Shalt Not Kill. If you guys are not familiar with that channel, I really love that channel. I mean, he discusses every theory possible. He's an excellent host. He's a really good dude. But his intro is like the best intro ever. It is so beautiful, and the
it
music that he
reminded
plays
me
with it.
it kind of
Oh,
reminded me of two things. Number one, the blue at the very beginning. I know you're going to think this is weird, but I could like see like a rose kind of pattern in there.
yes,
And
that started with a purple rose, and then I added the rainbow effect.
oh, I didn't see the purple rose. I was typing. Oh, so it was a rose. Okay, I'm like I could see the rose.
Yeah, let me go back.
And then the rest of it kind of looked like a really close up of an acrylic pour. Oh, that I like that. Yeah, it really. It still looks like a rose. I like that.
Yeah.
But
That's
have you ever seen those acrylic pours?
yes, I love painting. That's one of my favorite things to do. I love to work with paint.
Yeah, I
I
do
love to work
too.
with acrylics, especially. So
It
yeah,
reminds me one of the acrylic pours, like a really zoomed in close up of it.
yeah. I think this was some sort of paint and oil and water kind of mixed together. I just love it. It's so pretty.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, I just wanted to do something a little bit different, and I added the bats, things like that. You know, just something a little different. I
Yeah.
love to play around with the videos. But this was
That's
just a kaleidoscope effect, and it was fun to do.
yeah, I like
It's fun
that.
to make stuff like that. If you're a creator and you're watching this, you want an intro, let me know. I love to make stuff like this. No charge. I don't charge for this. I just love doing it. So, I mean, you guys have all seen my regular intro. You know, it's more crime
That
related. I
I
wanted to do
love
something a
that.
little different.
I love that right there. It just looks like on the
Yeah.
like you're like
Well, thank
zoomed in
you.
on acrylic. I really like that. Pretty cool.
Well, I'm glad you guys like that. All right. Well, let me get rid of that. Well, you know what? I think do I have where I can go to my other tab here? Yes, I do. Okay.
Oh, that's not a
So
good picture.
okay, so she did if I make this full screen here. So Nancy Grace had a guy on a couple days ago, and he I'm just gonna play this and then we'll stop and talk along the way. But so I was telling Lady V that before, right?
Mhm.
She's the queen of drama, isn't she? Sometimes I love her and sometimes I hate her. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, I know. It depends, you know?
It just depends, right? I mean, I
I
love
love
that
her
she's
passion.
yes, I do. I love how passionate she is for victims. Yeah. Okay. So now there's been a debate for so many months now about whether or not they're going to be able to tell exactly where Bryan was that night, right? He says he was just out driving around. And so I've done a lot of digging, had looked up the VIN number, called everywhere I could, emailed, blah, 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 until I finally got a hold of somebody at Hyundai who could answer the absolute questions that we have been wanting to know. And I'm so excited. But
Oh, cool.
I'm going to play her stuff here first so that everybody sees, other people have, right, which is no alibi. Absolutely. Um, oh, and my manners, you guys. I'm so sorry. I want to say hi to some people real quick, okay? Let me go back up here. I haven't even said hello to almost anybody. I'm so sorry.
Aw.
Hey,
I
Doodlebug,
think
how
you're
are you
just excited.
doing?
I
I
love that
know.
name. I call my doggy that.
I Hey, Kathleen. Hey, happy gal. I'm not going to do everybody if I can, but I'm going to try to say hi to some people. Um, Pastor Girl. I never can say that right. And let's see, and
Better than me. I
here's
was trying
Lady
to figure
V
out how on earth to say it.
and my Delana. Hello, sweetheart, again. And hi, Corey.
Glow bag.
Stardust Serenade. I love that name.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, Too Fast for Fleas. How are you doing? Hi,
I love that
Katie.
one too.
Yes, I love that one. I always think of my dogs.
I always think of our pug. I think she has a pug on here too. I always think of our
Oh,
pug.
yeah. Hey, KK. How you doing? Thanks for being here. Avery. Hello. Mimi Boo. Thanks for being here. Peyton, you're here. Hi. Thank you for being here. Okay, so I'm going to play a little bit of this and I'll stop and see, if we can say a few more hellos. I try to keep it short because I know, and if you're just joining the replay or you're late and you want to skip intros and stuff, I usually keep it to about 10 minutes maximum. So on my intro period, but hello, Ruth. How are you doing? Okay, so I'm going to play a little bit of her stuff here and then we'll talk about it.
In the last hours, we are hearing reports that the two surviving roommates, Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Frank, were actually awake and texting each other during the murders of their roommates.
First of all, my pause game is on point.
Yeah.
First of all, what she just said is she's quoting Howard Bloom, Bloom, whatever. I called him Bloom in my video, but it doesn't
It's
matter.
Bloom. Howard Bloom.
I always thought it was Bloom, but I got corrected. Somebody replied to my video and said it's Blum, Blum, not there's no E. And I'm like, well, who cares? Okay.
I think they always just said Bloom. Howard Bloom is what I've heard like for years.
I thought so too. Hey, my StreamYard's working for letting me know about new members and stuff. Thank you for joining, Mimi Boo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I was thinking about doing this as members only, but I thought, nah, I really don't want to leave anybody out,
Yeah.
I've only
that's
got
why I
like
do that.
70 members. So, I mean, I just started doing that. I just started adding memberships not very long ago.
But
I'm like,
you have like over 1,000 subs though, right?
almost 6,000.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Okay. So she's quoting Howard Bloom in this as if it's true. And that really annoys me because it's like I watched the entire video. She doesn't even say anywhere in this video that, Steve made a statement that it wasn't true and Howard admitted he never spoke to Steve, blah, blah, blah. She never says anything like that in this. Hey, V Slims. Welcome, girl. How are you doing?
Oh, I love that. Every time I see V Slims, it reminds me my mom used to smoke Virginia Slims, and she knows that when I'm like, oh, it always makes me smile. So
Hey,
did she
Unseen.
record it today?
This was 2 days ago. So well after all that came out, she knew that it was just rumors in a book.
Mm-hmm.
But this really isn't the part that I should have probably skipped this, but she goes right into the other stuff. So hang on.
I find that really hard to believe. Now, the case has been shrouded in secrecy, and there's a reason for that. The prosecution or the defense has no duty to the world, to us, to anyone interested in the case, online sleuthers, legal eagles, no duty to us at all to give us the facts. However, when facts are leaked, it becomes a problem. Now, in this case, I understand that the victim's parents, the Gonsalves family, has said there's no truth to this.
I do want to mention Xana's mother just came out yesterday with some new with a new statement as well. And I'm going to play that, show you guys that after this.
At all. The leak says the information is coming from one of the grand jurors who says that the two survivors were awake and texting each other.
Oh, she's making me want to pull up the Howard Bloom because that's not even what he said. She's so
No.
annoying. She's so annoying.
Sometimes.
She's making, this is my face right now, the face she's making. I'm like, really? She's got it all wrong. I don't know where she's getting this information. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit because she's annoying me. Hang on. Let's see.
On no one. It's your duty. Now, that was stated by Chris McDonough of the Interview Room, former homicide detective. A mobile device forensic expert, Lee Reber. Now, listen to this.
Okay, here's the part.
He's the author of Mobile Forensic Investigations. I have to have that book. Mobile Forensic Investigations. Everything you can learn about mobile forensics. We're talking about stingray devices that cops use that just like get a huge data dump. You know, they drive through your neighborhood and they're picking up all this information on a portable stingray device. It's amazing. Everything about your car nav system, your phone, your laptop, your Sirius XM. Yes, Sirius pitches a fit.
His car didn't have Sirius XM.
They fight it tooth and claw, but their information about when you turn on your Sirius radio in your car, even what you're listening to, can be subpoenaed. They fight it.
But she uses this to plug her own, I noticed.
Yeah, there's like 20 medications here that I'm on.
Between Tara and Lee, we're going to figure something out. We're going to do it right now. First of all, where should I start? Tara Malik, the click reveals your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. I thought that I actually laughed when Chris McDonough said that, but he's right. McDonough was right. Your clicks reveal your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions.
Yeah, I think he's exactly right. I mean, this in particular with the Koberger situation, I can see exactly why the prosecution wants to know what he was browsing on the internet and what he was looking for on Amazon. He ended up buying a knife on Amazon, the sheet that was found at the scene of the crime.
Again, guys, we don't know that. We don't know. In fact, it looks like, based on what I've looked at with the search warrants and all of the returns, they kept looking after Amazon. So why did they keep looking? It's like, I found my car keys. I'm going to keep looking for my car keys, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
They kept sending out more subpoenas. So that to me says a lot. It's just common sense, but
yeah.
So annoying.
You know, it's that K-bar knife that's been talked about, I think, pretty exhaustively in all sorts of media and reports. We want to know what he was buying. Is he looking at dark clothing? Is he looking at face coverings? You know, that would corroborate parts of the prosecution's theory of the case, and as well as corroborate one of the witnesses who, one of the roommates who was still alive, who saw a masked intruder coming in. So they're trying to connect the dots and figure out what all is out there, and is there information in his Amazon searches in the products that he was
that you've been traveling. So to be honest, if he doesn't even have his phone, right?
You would do a backflip if your client, the alibi that the defense attorney, Ann Taylor, and I'm not faulting her for this. I fault her for even representing him. You know, how can you look at yourself in the face and based on what we know so far, and yes, I know he's not convicted yet. What we know so far, the evidence is incriminating. I mean,
Is it me or does she have a tear under her right eye? Right here. Like what? Okay, so he's
It
going to start.
does. She got a shiny spot there. I tell you what,
Yeah.
I hope they never look at my clicks. They're going to be going, okay, number one, this woman is seriously infatuated with murdering, and
Right.
but she also likes to have her nails done. So
She'd have to
between
hire somebody to do it.
exactly, or use them as the weapon.
Oh my God, I know, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
any of us sleuthers, I mean, yeah, God forbid they ever look into my even just my screenshots and all of my saved
Me too.
downloads and stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty dark.
Yeah, mine is too.
But then every other, like my folder for tonight, I've got this up here that I made for everybody.
Oh, I like that.
Inspirational quote for October. Never give up by Michael Myers. Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
I have a weird sense of humor.
No, no.
Very weird.
I have found my people in the crime community that understand.
Absolutely.
And odd enough, nail techs are about the same way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Love dishing the tea while getting your nails done. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Okay, let me continue here because he's going to go into stating it's a fact
Oh,
that he
hold
knows.
on.
Blah blah blah.
Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Too fast for Fleece said, "How to fix nails after doing an M."
There you go. There's a
Tutorial
video.
coming.
Dude, you have to do a video like that. That would be so funny.
That would be
Hello, Jules. Are you serious? Me too, girl. I had to turn off our dehumidifier in the second bathroom. We've got leaking pipes, and it's gotten into the wall behind the toilet and the vanity in the guest bathroom. So they came in today, and so now we have one working toilet in the kitchen sink, and that's it until they get this fixed.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, my husband went and rented a hotel room, so we have somewhere to go take showers and things. And insurance, thankfully, is paying for all that. So
Hey, Jules.
that's where they're at now. They're swimming at the indoor pool.
And you're home doing this.
Yes, I'm home doing this. I can't leave my babies. My 3 little dogs, they would freak out if mommy left them. So I'm staying here with the dogs.
Mine is a service animal. She
Aw.
for my PTSD and chronic anxiety and everything. So she goes with me.
That would be cool. I can't do all 3. The entire kitchen sink.
No, you could do one for
Use
your
the same pipe?
husband, one for your
Dang.
daughter, one for you.
Wow. Hey, Bree, how are you doing? Okay, I'm going to keep playing this, and then I'll show you guys what I found.
Really, how do you stand in front of a jury and say all that is a lie? I don't know. But that said, she's put out an alibi, and the alibi is that Bryan Kober likes to take long drives alone at night. Alone, operative word alone, Tara, because otherwise he'd have to pull up a witness. Goes, yeah, we go on long drives at night. So there's no witness. That's convenient, Tara, isn't it?
Oh, so convenient. Really, really convenient. I mean, I think it's
and it has to be late at night, Tara Malik, because if it were during business hours, then, he might stop at a 7-Eleven or a Crystal and get a hamburger.
right.
No, it's got to be in the early morning hours where everything's closed. So conveniently, there are no witnesses.
Yeah, I think, as far as
Walmart's not even open
that may
now.
be the weakest one I've ever heard. It's an alibi. Generally you'll see it in situations where it's like this person was over, at a family party. Here are the 10 witnesses that can testify that.
Well, that is true, Nancy. However, and she does have a good point as far as, that night of all nights, really? That night you were out all by yourself all night long. It does look weird. It does. So, hello, legendary CEO. How are you doing? However,
Walmart's not even open 24/7 anymore.
exactly. Yeah, Walmart's not open, but convenience stores and things
Yeah.
are. I don't see how somebody could stay out all night long without encountering another human being
I
somewhere.
don't either.
But, you know,
Or being caught on camera if they're driving around.
yeah. And he was caught on many cameras. I'm going to show you guys that map here in a minute. Let me see.
Oh my gosh. Patsy said our Walmart burned down last month. Oh, how
Oh,
sad.
man. That sucks.
I met a mom.
Yeah, I think it's important because it's,
I met him.
we all have, or if you've utilized a navigational system within a car, right? You put a starting point, end point. However, if you don't do that, you ever watch your car just driving along? You haven't put anything in.
I want to point out one thing really quick right here so that I don't have to even go back to it. If you look right here on the dashboard, do you see that little bitty screen right there? That's the digital radio in his car.
Okay. So it's funny that you went back here because the whole time I'm trying to turn my neck so I can like look over your little CrimeSleuthin thing here to see its dash. I'm like, what is that?
That's as much in this one that they showed. There is another video that shows a little more of it, all the way over just a little bit. But right here is where it would be if he didn't have the nav system.
Right.
However, some cars, you don't have to have the nav system to have what's called the telemetry unit. That's what it boils down to for whether or not they can get all the stuff that he's about to talk about. Here we go.
However, if you don't do that, you ever watch your car just driving along? You haven't put anything in there. Well, it's actually tracking that. It actually can show where you've stopped. It has the computer that's within those cars can show the speed that you've been traveling. So to be honest, if he doesn't even have his phone, right? Supposedly, he turned his phone off, which is again quite odd. But now you're not able to go and turn that off within the tracking system within the vehicle. So I think it's incredible evidence if they have pulled that data from those vehicles.
The nav system shows everywhere you go, everywhere you stop, but it also shows, as we learned in the prosecution of Alex Murdaugh,
Okay. So she just said, as we learned in the case of Alec Murdaugh. Well, in that case, he had a really nice brand new truck, and it had all the bells and whistles in it, everything. That is why they were able to pull all of that information. Bryan's car didn't have that.
Shows when you open your door, your car door, when you put the car in park.
Yeah, I heard that
when
too,
you
Murdaugh.
put the car in drive. Because remember, guys,
I was like, good Lord.
The navigational system investigation work product. The state broke it down. Creighton Waters broke it down minute by minute. Okay, he says he was here, he left, he went to his mother, and then the murders occurred. Waters broke down minute by minute. He integrated the cell phone activity between Murdaugh's phone, wife Maggie's phone, son Paul's phone. He integrated that with the nav system from, I believe it was a Suburban belonging to Alex Murdaugh. It showed when he got to the car, opened the door and got in, how long he sat there out of the car, and coincidentally
and I think that is real digital evidence that is available is tremendous, and I think that is really what should be, and I hope is utilized within for this case.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch.
So what we know is the state,
Sorry, guys, I don't do Prime.
is demanding from Amazon, it was PayPal, and Apple. So he must do Apple Pay. Every single transaction, every click, everything. And frankly, he can't complain about it at trial because he doesn't have standing. He cannot ask for all any or all of that information, that electronic digital footprint information. He cannot ask for it to be suppressed. In other words, I say, oh, you broke down my door and you searched my house without a warrant. Well, I
mean, he is, I mean, all of that.
Okay, so I think that's all that she said in here with that guy. So I've noticed that a whole bunch of channels have run with it. Oh, they've got the data on his car. They're going to prove where he was. No.
Oh, wow.
No. Okay, so bear with me just a second. I've got to pull up. I finally talked with this man today. He is a master technician with Hyundai, and I gave him the VIN number, and he pulled it up. So I'm going to show you what he said about that particular vehicle. He was able to tell me everything about it. I'm going to mute while I get to that part of the call. Hang on just a second. I know, right, Peyton? I absolutely refuse to give YouTube any more money. I just won't do it. I won't do it. Okay, hang on. Okay, this is the VIN number. H579860. Is that 8? I think it was 8. Yeah. That is. Okay. There it is. Were you able to hear that?
Partly, barely.
I know. I'm an idiot sometimes. I forgot to have my headset on. And so I was holding it up to my laptop's microphone like an idiot. Second there, hang on.
Probably look at the window sticker and see. So let's pull up window sticker. We're going to go what are you doing to me? There it goes. Alright, so let's see. Warranty, roadside.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to turn off my headset. Tell me if you can hear it now. Well, he's kind of quiet. Hang on.
Alloys, solar glass, body color, door handles, map lights.
That's better.
Audio system, soft speakers, unit sensor radio, iPod auxiliary input, Century, heated outside mirror, driver blind spot mirrors, power windows, door locks, sensor light, steering wheel mounted cruise tilt. So it does not look like it was part of the original build sheet on that vehicle.
Did you hear that? Telemetry unit was not part of the build sheet or the factory of this vehicle.
Doggone
It
it.
did not have telemetry. Telemetry is necessary to get all of that data.
Yep. Wow, what a bummer.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I was really hoping for a different answer from him.
Yeah.
However, it is what it is. And I just wanted, the actual truth, on whether or not.
Well, at least we know. I'm sorry, Hannah.
Sorry, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, at least we know.
Yeah. Let me see if he says anything else. Hang on.
So it does not look like it was part of the original build sheet on that vehicle. Because I do not see it under any added features or any of the factory convenience. So I'm going to go with it did not have Blue Link when it was built.
There we go.
I think Big Al had said that here a while back.
Plug in my
With the
headset.
blue link. He didn't think it had blue link either. So
Yeah, it has to have telemetry in order to have Blue Link anyway. So I was having him check both to see if maybe they had gone back and added it as an added or optional feature.
right.
Not. It was never on this car. Telemetry or Blue Link. Blue Link, actually, I have some stuff to show you guys here. Hold on, to pull it up from here. So Blue Link. So this is the company that you guys have seen doing all of the reports for the other cases, which was Barry Morphew, Alex Murdaugh. This is what they used, the Burla reports. So, and there is a huge amount of information that is in a new vehicle, but the only way that this works is if the car has the telemetry unit built in, and it doesn't. So I even went, well, I mean, before I even talked to him, I went here and looked it up as well. Well, okay. So you guys don't judge me, but I went and tried to sign up the vehicle under my Hyundai, and it has not ever been even signed up for a Hyundai account because it was going to let me. And it said it would run a check to make sure, that it wasn't on another account. I have my ways, y'all.
Wow.
And so that means that he did not have the Hyundai app. So that sucks as well, because that also means that he would not have the remote start.
Or it wouldn't be tracking him on his phone either.
Judging.
Judging.
I dig. So there's no way to get any of that information off his vehicle. This vehicle actually didn't even have Bluetooth, he told me.
What year was this? 13?
2015.
15.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have several vehicles, but like the one I drive the most often is a 2010, and it has Bluetooth. Bluetooth.
I had a Grand Prix. It was a 2010, and it had Bluetooth.
Yeah.
It also had OnStar or whatever it was back then. I didn't hook it up, but it had it.
Let's talk about, well, what did I do? Oh, I've got this in here too. Silly me.
Hey guys, if you could please hit those like buttons, join.
I've got too much of it copied here. There we go. All right. So let's talk about what they do have. This was the original warrant way back in the day, the first one from Pennsylvania when they searched the house. So let's go down here. I've written down the okay, so on this car, they took all this stuff, and we all know that based on what Ann Taylor said, and we don't know, I want to point out one more thing, because you guys know, if you watch me, you're going to hear both sides of an issue.
I like that.
Because I believe in putting it both out there, not just picking a side and sticking with that, just trying to look at it from both sides. So Ann Taylor said in one of her last motions that there was no explanation for the total lack of the victim's DNA in Bryan Kohberger's car, apartment, or work. So as of the moment that she said that, that's absolutely true. It's probably still true. But what she didn't say is that there was no more of his DNA in that house anywhere, or near or on the victims, under their fingernails, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
She did not say that.
No, she
so we
did
have
not.
to, pay attention to what they don't say in addition to what they do say. So yeah, he managed to get out of there. I'm sure if it's him, right? Then he
Right.
would have managed to get out of there. Use a shower curtain, hefty bag, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Whatever, yada yada.
Somehow he had something that helped him get away
Yeah,
without taking anything with him, which is amazing. I just wow.
it
I
is.
still can't get over the fact that, this guy is a criminology major with already his PhD, going for his doctorates
yeah.
in criminology, and he took his own car and phone,
Yeah, I just don't.
yet managed to get back in that same car that he drove there. Maybe he did all this research on his car and found out, hey, there is no damn telemetry unit in here. I can do whatever I want. They can't prove it.
Well, see, I was going
You
to
know?
say earlier, I wonder if that's why he wanted that car. It was his mom's first, though, right?
I don't know. The vehicle, the Carfax on it said that it used to actually be a one of those rental cars from like Enterprise or something, and then it was purchased. He was the fourth owner. I don't know who exactly owned before. Yeah, he went streaking.
Yeah, but I wonder. I wonder if he didn't look at all that stuff. You would think he might have. I mean, it's kind of like us with techie stuff, or you put something in front of me that needs to be organized, and I can't not organize it. It's like,
Yeah. So out of all this stuff that they took, I'm not going to read it all, but out of everything that they took here, they got nothing. Apparently, according to Ann Taylor. So,
are these
what I
new
wanted
documents
to
tonight?
Oh, no. These are the very first documents on the case. The very, very first
Oh,
warrant.
that's right. I'm sorry, I lost
So
that.
when we go here, it's not going to let me highlight, but right here, it talks about in the vehicle, they wanted any electronic devices, communications content, applications. Hang on, let's see here. Wi-Fi logs, GPS locations, cellular tower connection date, device identification settings, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth devices, historical event data, navigation data. Let's see. Not limited to crimes listed below from the Vehicle Infotainment Center / Vehicle Computer System. This is a standard warrant. A lot of people read this and just assumed that that meant that his car had it and that's what they were going to get. This is just a standard warrant.
Right.
They're going to include that whether the vehicle has that or not. But now you can confirm that today I confirmed there is no Vehicle Infotainment Center or Vehicle Computer System. None in it. And
No
believe me,
computer system whatsoever.
that it's telemetry unit
It's him. Okay.
is the part that it would have to have.
Okay.
And I mean, they looked everywhere in this car for DNA. They also looked on his person. This was also on his person as well. I'll put the link to this because they had it posted on this website, so I can put the link. This is all of they attached the PCA to it as well, even though it's all in black and white. The color one's better. As you can see these photos that they put in here. On down here.
Sure
I mean, we've all seen that. That was his original case in Pennsylvania. Let's see. This is the color PCA where you can see. Oh, I wish I could just hang it. Make it real little so I can scroll faster. Now I passed one. On the color one, you can actually see better the little maps and stuff that they put in the PCA.
Yeah. Much better.
So that's why I say I downloaded that version as well. As far as the case, let me peek and see. Now you notice here where it says updated 10/16. That's today, right?
Yes.
We're going to go all the way to the bottom. I'm going to refresh again, and you won't see anything new. Watch. I don't know why they do this. See, the newest thing is on the 12th. Nothing. I don't know why that keeps happening. It's so
It's been
annoying.
having the same problem too.
Yeah. So I guess something new has been posted, but we're not going to get to see it yet. So if we go all the way to the case, and this is a public website, anybody can go here and look at everything on the file, everything in the case. This is where all of us creators get all this information to share with you guys. You can see every warrant that has ever been filed on the case and the results of those warrants. So we're going to go down to the very first one. Here's the first one was Amazon. Well, actually, the first ones were, let me see what they were. They were all Apple. So these ones here that say order to seal, they were all Apple. The first one here is going to be Amazon. So what do you suppose they got at Amazon?
Hopefully a knife.
Right? Well, they got information on a knife.
Yeah.
And that's right
True.
here.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. So the warrant was done November 26th. November 26th. I said that right. So, gosh, this is so big to me. So they got the information as to who all purchased these knives, this knife and this sheath. I think we went over that on Lost.
Yes.
So that they got off of that warrant. They did American Express, 4 more for Apple. They sealed one of them. AT&T. Then they, if you notice here, after the Amazon one, they went here.
Is it blue?
In February, the end of February, and did another warrant for Blue Ridge knives. So they were still looking here for information related to a knife.
Do you think maybe obviously they can continue to search, but do you think maybe they were looking for a second weapon?
I don't know.
Or are they looking for the same? It looks like the same exact one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Known purchases and
quantities of Blue Ridge knives from K-Bar. All that got redacted. And then after that, let's see, that's Blue Ridge. Okay, so one of the points that I wanted to make tonight is there's the American Express. We don't know whose card that is. I know that a lot of people have kind of figured out whose numbers are whose and blah, blah, blah. I don't think it matters. A lot of people have also assumed that they haven't done any searches related to Bryan. They've only been doing all these searches related to the victims. We don't know that. There's one of these warrants that come back that shows Kaylee's name on it, but other information was redacted. So don't assume that just because you don't see it on the document that it wasn't there. So here's an interesting one here that I think is going to, or already has, I should say, give them a lot of information, a lot of evidence right here. Charter Communications, this was their home internet. And if you remember, if you go back to my video from January 10th, when Steve leaked that he had, quote, touched on their Wi-Fi at the home.
Right.
Many times. This is why I think they did this warrant. So.
And that's the girls.
The home, the
Wi-Fi.
router. See the router?
Yeah,
because
that's
they wanted to
router.
see every device that connected to their. And it was right after this warrant came back. This warrant came back at the end of December. Right after that is when he did that interview and said that it was known that he had actually touched on the router.
Right.
Their Wi-Fi. I think he was getting information.
Oh, I do too.
Probably not now. There's eBay. See, they're still looking Still looking for knife purchases. Looking at all the banks. All the cell phones. Here's the DoorDash one. Google and Google. These, I know the victims are on these as well. There's Match Group, Meta, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. The Lab, there's PayPal and Venmo. There's one for Reddit. We know that Reddit is going to have a lot of valuable information because he himself posted lots of weird stuff on Reddit.
Yeah, he did.
That we were able to find just using his email address. There's Snapchat. And there's 2 for T-Mobile. All of these is going to have information on them. I think is it the Extreme Networks is the one that was Bryan's internet?
No.
I think it is.
Pardon me for just a minute.
Sure. I believe this one is, but this is going to have, let me go down to the return on it. No, this was Kaylee's work computer, actually, wasn't it? If I remember correctly now. And this is why early on in the case, I and many others, we assumed that it was Kaylee that was the target because some of these warrants showed her name and not the other ones, which was very strange. Hello, Wilby. How are you doing?
Hey, Wilby. Glad your mama's doing good.
So, and here's Walmart. So we're going to talk about the Walmart one here because this has been talked about a lot. And I'll show you guys what I found on the Walmart stuff. Okay. So you know how Howard Bloom said that they had a receipt for $49.99 for Walmart. In
Right.
this one, yeah, that was that on the very first one that I had pulled up here? The list of what they got back. Did I close it? Anyway. Let me make sure I'm on the right one again here. Is this Walmart? Yeah. Okay. So 11/21 is when they got that one. See, this only has, although again, there could be more on here that we just don't see, but they did let this remain unredacted. So
okay,
the Walmart thing, it's really bothered me.
Could you go back? Could you go back just one click back?
This one?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. This one?
That one. Under the description, it says K-bar fighting knife sheath. Okay, and then the straight edge knife. Full size. Are those both knives, or is that one sheath and one knife?
Just the sheath and knife, yeah.
Okay.
This is the one that we pulled up on Amazon. I think that will be found as well.
Some of these, it's been a while since we've looked at them.
So when they mentioned in the original documents, they said one of the things that they collected from the parents' house was a Walmart receipt with a Dickies tag. And then it also talked about all the things that they found. Everybody, me included, have assumed this whole time that they were talking about a, up here, show you what I found. Everybody assumed that they were talking about some sort of Dickies clothing. However, bear with me because on my smaller laptop screen, it's so little. Bear with me. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. That's why. Okay.
Avery would like the link, please.
Oh, sure. There you go, Avery. All right, so where's that folder? Search warrant. Okay, you know how everybody has. So I saved this screenshot back on. Where's that? Really? Where's my? I guess I'm not gonna let me do it from there. I have to go like this and then bring Avery up. I don't want her to have to wait for 94 years.
Hi.
Hi, happy birthday, belated, Avery.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, happy birthday.
Thank you. I think I found the change that they made for 1016 for today in, and I think now, but
Okay.
in the case summary, so on the very last page, page 31, where they have the two hearings for they're set for October 26th. One of them they changed to a closed hearing.
Oh, I think that was. Hang on, let me look at it.
So one is closed and one is open.
Yeah, the morning one is closed. Yeah, that's the same.
Okay, so that's okay. Then I didn't find
Yeah,
it.
it's driving me crazy. I'm like, what is it? What is this?
I know I've been clicking on every single link and I thought I thought they were both closed. And so
No,
I
just the
thought
morning
maybe
one.
Hello, can you hear me?
I
Will.
can.
I think
will
the
be.
closed one is so
It will be.
grand jurors won't be.
Correct. Yep. If you
So
guys
then-
remember, it was around the 12th or 13th that they had updated this page, but the new documents were up here, and that was all of these, right?
You're the only one who
So-
pointed it out, and nobody could catch on to it.
Yeah, you remember how everybody was freaking out, going, "Oh God, they're looking for."
This whole
They've done a
document
new.
predated.
Yeah, there's a new warrant for Amazon. There's a new warrant for this, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
you guys, you have to actually look at the document. I'm gonna do it here.
So do you
have to
think
actually
that's
look at it and see?
do you think
They're
it's possible that because they did put out a new document for Chad Daybell today, do you think it's possible that they were just update like even though it's his case that it's just updating like the software or I don't know what I'm saying, but
No, because it's each little case. I mean, typically
So
they
it-
would be on their own page entirely, but they've
yeah.
moved all of the cases of interest to this page, like this guy that now has his execution coming up.
Oh
He's been in
gosh.
prison since 1981, and he's going to be executed in November.
Yeah, isn't he the one who was a teenager? Is that the one?
I'm not really sure. I just saw it when I came in here. I was like, "Ooh, dang."
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it was like 19 or something, 18 or 19.
So this was one of the first warrants that they did for Amazon, but everybody was passing it along as if this, because of this date right here, they had gone and did page, I think it's 11 through 13 or 11 and 12. Okay, let me show you. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so see where it says search warrant, and it says July 6th, but everything in here says July 6th, or a whole bunch of it. You have to actually go down, and they had posted these 2 pages on Twitter, and people saw them and thought that this was a new search warrant. But if you just simply go down right here, it says 26th day of March.
Didn't you point out that he waived his right to a speedy trial, but this was just a way to redate
Yeah. That was the
something of that nature?
right. One of the last ones down here. Let me go
See,
back up.
they did that one time before where it said it was updated on a certain day, and we couldn't.
Non-pro-tunc, yeah.
Yeah, and we couldn't see it. And FOFA ended up finding it, and it was like mixed, like in the middle of all the dates. It was like thrown in there, like where we wouldn't see it.
That's this right here. I was talking with Jules about that night.
Yeah, they're trying to trick us.
Oh yeah, they've been freaking a lot of people out.
They're slick.
This was not
Hey,
a new motion either. It's just you could call it backdating. It's really not, but I mean, it
Well,
doesn't really matter.
they think they're slick. They don't know our sleuthing skills.
They
Right?
fooled a lot of people, but they didn't fool Debbie.
So I was thinking about this Walmart receipt constantly, and I was like, okay, so where's my little folder I had open? Did I close it? Tend to do that. Okay. So back in the day, this was when the first warrant return came back. You know, everybody was talking about this and what it could be. And one of the items that they got back in that list is a fire stick that they got from him. That is going to have a lot of information on it. They got, as you can see, it was January 18th and January 18th. We've all been talking about this for a long, long time.
Oh yeah, because
Like,
that fire
what could it
stick,
be on that receipt?
that fire stick can be used as a storage device for like
Yeah.
pictures, videos, everything.
Yeah.
It keeps all your searches, I think.
This
Yeah, but you
document,
can
I don't
actually
even think
put
it's up there
files
now.
on it.
Yeah, I can unplug my fire stick from the back of my TV, stick it into my computer, and download files, photos, all kinds of
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah.
This right here, see, it's got all this handwritten stuff on it. This isn't even on the case file. This was before they had sealed everything and moved it over. This is like the original thing
Oh,
that was
I gotta tell you guys, do you know what I seen today? I was flabbergasted.
Stuff was in here.
You guys might already know this, but I seen it today and I was just floored. There is a book for sale in Walmart called it's called The Night Idaho Slept. No.
Yeah.
It's called
While Idaho Slept.
Yeah, it's in Walmart. Can you believe this?
Wow. I did not know that.
I
And-
just
and-
purchased it on Amazon. I got the audiobook and I'm going to start listening to it and I'm going to do a series on it for my channel.
But how can you already put out a book before all
I know,
the
it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense.
He did a video with Banfield, I think, and he describes how he wrote the book from a certain perspective, and I can't remember what he said, but it made sense.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't remember, but he went in depth to his explanation of the way he was writing the book, and how it was intended to be from a certain point of view, and it's not like a recap of the whole trial. It's just, and I wish I could remember the exact statement. It's on Banfield. You can pull it up.
You mean Howard Blooms?
I get that the case still needs awareness because, like, to all of us who are on YouTube all the time, we just think that everybody knows about the case.
Oh, I
But
know.
over the past couple of months being, here at the hospital, I've probably asked at least, I would say, 20 different nurses or people standing outside, when I go out for breaks or whatever. Nobody has heard of this case.
Wow.
And so you think that everybody knows about it, but in all actuality, they really don't.
Yeah, a lot of people have no clue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's us crime people that really are familiar with all this stuff in the files. So in this original search warrant, they wanted, amongst all this other stuff, shoes with diamond patterned sole. Hasn't everybody been assuming this whole time that was Vans?
Yes.
It's not just Vans. They did take some black shoes, and I don't know if it's on this one or not. They did take some black shoes. Now you have to remember. Is that down there? Hang on, I'm going too fast. Here it is.
Why would everybody assume it's Vans? My Steve Madden's right here
Here's
have
the Walmart
diamonds.
receipt with Dickie's tag. They got. There was a longer. Oh, that's the PA one. I'll have to go to the PA one to get the other stuff. That the PA house is where they got the shoes and the clothes. This is from his apartment. that they got the Walmart receipt with one Diggy's tag. From the house, they got, and I must have closed that dang thing. Hang on.
Wait, Debbie, the diamond, wasn't that the shoe print that was found in the house? You know,
Yeah.
on King Road. Okay.
Here it is. No. You guys, I just had it up too. The PA one. Okay. So they had taken some black pattern shoes, 2 pair from his parents' house. And so I was like, did he have Vans? And I started looking and I found, let me go find let me move this over here for a moment. Vans are not the only diamond shoes. Now, where did I put that? Oh, hang on, I gotta wait for it to update. Okay. So here, at Walmart, you can get Dickies non-slip shoes in black.
So you're saying that's what he bought, not the outfit.
Right here. Sorry, I was doing screenshots. Okay. See the diamond pattern?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of brands.
Bigger.
Yeah, there's a lot. Okay,
Debbie,
so
are you saying that he bought the shoes instead of the jumper?
I think it's much more plausible. So when you go to Google, no, hang on, guys. I don't want that out there. Okay, hang on. Let me do this safer here. Okay. Dickies. Okay. Good grief, y'all. Okay. Walmart. I'm going to have to put in Walmart too, aren't I?
Did that receipt have a UPC code on it?
It doesn't say. So right here, Dickies Athletic Lace Slip Resistant. Gosh, where are the other ones at? Here's Athletic Lace. Dickies Men's $59.99. Okay, here's the Dickies Men's Black Non-Slip, Slip Resistant Work Footwear.
That is so chilling when you say slip resistant. Oh, that is just
And the bottom right there.
chilling. Yeah.
So it's very possible that they did get 2 pairs of black shoes from his parents' house.
I wonder what size shoe that print was, because he's tall, so he looks like he'd have big feet.
Yeah, he's probably like a 12 or 13. If you go here to where it says Walmart right here, right? But if you go to it, it's not available. Oh my gosh, it pulled up. It didn't pull up from yesterday.
Yeah, I was able to pull up a Dickies coverall outfit for $49.99. But that was one price I found out, but you could find it at different prices according to which Walmart you got it at.
Oh, that Dickies
Yeah, that's this
coverall.
one right here.
It is scary looking.
Yeah,
That thing.
He's
Ooh.
men's and mint, but right there. Yeah, I mean,
$49.99 to up to $60, maybe $60 something.
Does that not look like something Jason would wear out of the, Jason the movie?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, or
It
Michael
gives-
Myers. Well, what's weird though is you guys, and this one doesn't have the back side. Where would he have put the knife?
He wouldn't have had a place because there's no belt. It's just kind of like
Yeah, there's no belt.
it's kind of like it doesn't show a belt.
Yeah, there's no belt on that.
That's
So
what
where
I'm
would he have
saying.
put the
No
knife?
belt.
I think he was
Kinda like
wearing something else entirely.
Yeah.
I think whoever did this carried the knife in their hand.
I guess they could have, but yeah, that's just very strange. Let me pull up my thing again here. So now I'm going to show you guys what Kara came out and said. And this is Xana's mom. This was yesterday. This was a comment to somebody else's post. And this is in the Idaho group. So, and this was her profile. I pulled it up on Facebook. This is her.
Debbie,
But she
can
says
you
a lot. She says so much.
can you read it? Because I can't see it.
I can. It's just a lot. Okay,
Oh,
she says, shake my
I'm
head.
sorry.
Like I said, though, and she has some interesting things to say. Is Jules, are you still here? Because you're going to like this. She said, like I said, though, I find it very interesting how BK's professor or anyone who hung out with and spoke to my daughter and her friends that night have not hardly said a peep. Not even something like, hey, yeah, I was at that bar and I saw Kaylee and Maddie, spoke with them, nothing. Or, hey, yeah, Ethan and Xana were at the Sigma Chi party. Ethan got into a bit of a scuffle with Loach, but Xana broke it up, no big deal. Nothing. Yeah, and I know that happened because she happened to talk to her father that night when they left the party. I'm not saying it had anything to do with anything. That's why I want to know more about it, though. There's a whole lot that could, and I don't know if these are in order or not.
It's kind of odd that it's been buried almost.
Someone or someone's did it. There's
Yeah.
still a whole lot of questions and not nearly enough answers. We simply do not know. I don't know. You do not know. And at the moment, none of us do. Since when do we just not thoroughly investigate a crime, much less one so horrid as this one? If you cannot see the logic in that, then I'm sorry, and I pray to God nothing like this would happen to your own child. This was my daughter, though. I want no stone left unturned. I'm going to make sure it won't be. I would hope we would all be on the same page. There's more. Okay, hang on. Oh, this and this was all of it. Yeah, that's it. That's all of it. There's two different screenshots. Oh, and by the way, I thought this was funny. I thought I'd show it to you guys.
Wait, what did it say on that last screenshot? I seen something about the last people that seen them alive. Can you zoom that back in?
Do you see it on this one?
Can you zoom it? Because that may
Yes,
have been.
ma'am. Okay, here's the
No,
top.
it was the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, here
Okay.
it is. There is a little more. Okay.
It says something about these people were the last people to see all of them alive.
While we are at it, anyone who was at the grub truck in the bar that night, it is, in my opinion, only reasonable considering these people were the last people to see all of them alive. I find it very odd that none of them are speaking up about anything. I'm sorry, but it honestly blows my mind. Wouldn't you want to speak up about anything that was happening around them to help us better understand? I just do not get why everyone is so silent.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I know it's not just me. There's been a lot of us that have been like, not a picture, not a peep, not.
Right.
It's weird.
Yeah, I have to agree, Lady V. It is weird.
Especially with college students who take
Yeah.
a picture of everything and put it in their Instagram or
Yes.
whatever they do. You know, you think you'd have 100 pictures.
You
Yep.
think you'd have thousands, actually.
Well,
maybe
you
not
could-
all associated with this case, but you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, of the party
things
that was
around it.
happened the day or two before or whatever that had so many people at the King Road House.
Oh, that was the night before.
Yeah, and we've seen very little of that.
You could see in the grub truck video, I think it was Kaylee that was holding her phone up and taking a selfie.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe, I think it was Kaylee. One of the girls was holding their phone up, taking a selfie. And I don't know, usually by things like that get leaked, but for some reason with this case, nothing. Just absolutely
Yeah,
nothing.
this thing is locked down big time.
It really is. I can imagine though a lot of like the frat boys, their parents are probably, telling them like this is massive. This is major. Do not speak. I don't know. That's what I would tell my child.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because they're going to school to get a degree and graduate and to get a job. And people that hire you nowadays, they do a dive into your social media.
Debbie, can you go back to that picture of Kaylee and Dylan? I don't know why, but there's something about that picture that bothers the heck out of me. Not that I'm like re-victimizing or anything like that, but it's just something about the way Dylan is looking at Kaylee right there. I don't know what it is, but there's just something that bugs me about that photo right there.
Yeah, it is strange.
It's just stuck with me, and I can't pinpoint what it is that bothers me.
I don't know.
It's like, what does that look on her
You
face?
can see her light thing that she had here.
Because Dylan's eyes are not on the phone.
They're two completely. Yeah, I think they were. I think her eyes were on the phone.
You think so?
I think so. I think if she was looking, like giving her side eye, I think they would have been lower. So, is it Coast Girl? You got to help me out with that. Tell me how to sound it out for me, girl. Here's the question. I have pondered if they, I think she said, have Kaylee's phone. I bet they do.
She said it's Caster Girl.
Caster Girl. Okay. Thank you. That look. I know. It is a weird look. I get it. So strange. Oh, so Shay? Hello, Shay. Shay says Sigma Chi is a national fraternity. There will be rules around that party and talking outside of their frat or law enforcement. Okay.
Is that my Shay Benet?
Yeah, it is.
I was in a fraternity, and we didn't have cell phones and social media back then, and we didn't have rules. But I don't know. I can't tell you they don't have them because we didn't. It was a different time period, but we didn't have any top secret. Don't talk to this or that rules. Is all I'm going to say.
Well, so Mimi says I would think all those people would have been interviewed. Wait, I don't know we talk because of but cannot talk. I think she meant because of the gag order. I think that they can't talk if they're actually a witness, but if they're not actually a witness, they can talk.
Oh, I wanted to tell you.
She says.
I wanted to tell you guys. So the guy in Idaho who's getting ready to be executed, they did get the lethal injection stuff.
Oh, they did.
They
Wow.
did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I think he's scheduled to be executed next month, and they already got it. So I'm figuring they're probably going to get it for Bryan. There's probably not going to be a firing squad.
Dang.
Oh, a second.
Was that me? I didn't say that.
You thought you were muted, right?
I did. I did.
You guys, let me show you something funny I saw on Gray Hughes.
Oh my gosh, I love Gray.
He's grown on me. Surprisingly, he has grown on me, okay? Because, now this is for, leave me alone. This is for people who are both fans of Gray and who think, this is funny. And it's hard for me to find anything funny about this case, but the way he explains this, I was like, you really can't argue with that. He makes an excellent point here.
His videos are very convincing, is all I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah.
The guy in the room, but
Yeah, there
it's
was
hard to
Videos
argue
are good.
against
this. I
videos
think
are
this is
great.
the same video in which I don't even agree with him on the routes that he said that the car took. He said that it came around once and then left, went all the way up to Willenta Drive, and then came back down and then came back around, and that he did that 3 times. I don't
think when
think
he
so.
did that, though, he was just, there was a time gap between
Yeah.
how long he got back to do the next round. And I think I took it as he was just kind of surmising what he could have possibly done
Yeah,
in the time gap that no one could
Right.
explain. I don't think he said it. He knew that's what happened. He pointed out possible routes or little ride arounds he could do before he got back at the next interval.
right.
But
And I disagree. I think he was just simply parked here and waiting and then coming back around again, because the camera, the PCA doesn't say anything about seeing him leave many times. It just talks about him circling this 3 times.
he
But anyway,
definitely frames the timeline down to the,
yeah, he did a really great job on the animation
as
as
far as
well.
the time and everything. And it basically is from 4:08 to 4:20 the way I read it.
Right. Well, see, I didn't even agree with him on the time, because he says that the car would have parked at 4:08. And I think he probably would have parked more like 4:06. But okay, let me play what he did here. I just love it. I think it's hilarious in its own way, in the gray way, I guess you could say. So, all right, here we go.
There's no volume, Debbie.
Oh, lovely. Okay, hold on. Let me reshare. Stop. Okay. It does that sometimes to me. I don't know why. Screen. Here we go. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for letting me know so quickly. I appreciate it. Now let's see if there's audio this time.
Okay.
It's going to show you
Audio?
exactly when the car goes
Okay.
by that's missing a front license plate. And then it does all the loops. And at the end, the 4th loop, after it does the turns, the 3-point turns and everything, it comes back around and it pulls into here at 4:08. And it sits there probably for, he's looking, waiting and watching again, preparing too, probably taking the steps to mitigate the blood exposure. And then he goes into the house probably around 4:10. And then he's leaving the house at 4:17. But the thing is the white Elantra is right here at 4:08, and it's seen speeding away at 4:20. So what was Bryan Kohberger doing in those 12 minutes? Was he just sitting in his car like the One Channel suggested? I said it sarcastically one time, that he was sitting there as a peeping Tom. Or is Bryan Kohberger the killer? What do you go, I don't know, I'm just not sure. Well, his DNA was found on the sheath inside that apartment. Bryan Kohberger is the killer, everybody. And I, for one, don't have any doubt whatsoever, just based on that information. Even if you got rid of the sheath, I would say the circumstantial evidence that Bryan Kohberger in his white Elantra are parked right there for 12 minutes, where exactly the time when 4 people were murdered is enough to say,
he tightens the
I mean,
timeline even
there
more
would
with
be
that.
no reasonable doubt there.
Yeah, here's where he
Stupid
goes.
to go, well, I think he was there as a peeping Tom, Gray, and then somebody else went in and killed while he was a peeping. What a shitty night that was at that apartment, right? At that house. What a horrible night, everybody. That night, on November 13th, that morning on November 13th, 2022, there was a wacko peeping Tom, doing whatever he's doing in that car, watching those girls through the window. And while he's doing that, another psycho shows up that he had no clue about and killed everybody in there. Isn't that amazing? Wow.
I mean, he makes a good point.
He really does. He really does.
Yeah, but he reduces the timeline another 2 or 3 minutes, 4:10 to 4:17.
Y'all,
That's a lot to
credit,
do in 7 minutes.
I have to say this for credit. That is Gray Hughes investigates, and I gotta wipe the tears out of my eyes. Oh my god, he's funny sometimes. He's really funny. I
I
mean, he does
love,
make a valid point there. Like, there are many
yeah,
people that think that all Bryan was doing was being a peeping Tom, just sitting out there watching, you know, and maybe he saw it go
Gray.
down, so he took off. Like, how unlucky could that house be?
Gray has a very dry sense of humor,
Yeah,
and it reminds me of my
Oh,
dad.
yeah.
I love it.
yeah, for sure.
So he's saying that the 8 minutes is before the unalivings.
Yeah.
He had
Uh,
from 4:08 to 4:20 in the last video I seen. And then a while ago, he said from 4:10 to 4:17. You know,
yeah, because
which
I was
cuts
gonna.
it on each side by about 2 minutes. You know, I don't
Okay.
know. But
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense after the crime for him to, you know, be sitting there because usually they go into such an adrenaline rush that lasts for 4 to 6 hours that they can't even be still, you know, after doing something like that. So I couldn't see him just sitting there afterwards.
How long did he say he sat there before, though? 12
8 minutes?
minutes?
8 minutes?
minutes? Why?
So he
he
says that
parked
the
at
last time
4:08, and he said he went in
yeah.
at 4:10, and he came out at 4:17. The video I saw before that he
Oh,
did has him getting there at about 4:07 something, getting in at 4:08, and you know he speeds away at 4:20. So figure if he leaves the house at 4:19 and get a minute to get to the car.
Mm-hmm.
But he's narrowing the timeline on both sides of the equation another minute or so, and down to 7 minutes. That's a lot of work to do in 7 minutes.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
I'm not saying it can't be done, but
I think it could actually be done faster than 7 minutes.
Yeah, I do too.
So we only
Especially
have, just so you guys know, we only have 15 minutes before
The
let's
birthday
see.
party.
Yes.
what birthday party?
We're having Scarlett's having a birthday thingy.
Oh,
If
really?
you guys, yeah, if you're not subscribed to Lost Souls TC in chat, I'm gonna put the link here for everybody.
Oh, I
That's
see
where
it.
that's where we will be.
Yes, ma'am.
In fact, I messaged her happy birthday today.
Did
She
Well,
had
you
she
put
messaged,
just
it?
put it out not long ago, hun.
yeah, she had messaged me happy birthday Saturday. Then I messaged her. That Ennis is having a party.
Well, I think it's a
Yeah,
last
the
minute
link.
thing.
Yep, it's
Oh,
her birthday.
it sounds fun. Everybody go sub up over there.
Yes, everybody. Yeah, if you're not already subbed up, I highly recommend her channel. She's really good. She's really sweet.
Fact driven.
Great conversations. With school nights, I'm not able to get on there. Sometimes I'll get on there and don't even say anything. I'll just listen while I go to bed. But on the weekends, I love to go and chat and stuff. Tomorrow is the last day of school here for fall break. So
Really?
tomorrow night,
Wow.
yeah. Man,
Dang, ours isn't until I think Thanksgiving week.
Wow.
yeah, ours are out for 2 weeks now. It's crazy.
Wow.
So I'll be able to come more at nighttime to hang out with Scarlett and you guys. It'll be fun.
Yay.
I've
So
been
we only got a
missing.
few more minutes here, everybody.
yeah, we
I've
had an
been
interesting
missing
one
most
the other
lives.
night over at Scarlett's.
I've been missing all the Scarlett's lives. I have been missing everything on YouTube. Like
Everybody.
I'm behind on everything, but I mean I know everybody understands why I have to be away, but
Oh yeah.
but I try to
Doesn't make
catch
it
up.
easier though.
No.
Well, I think I'll go ahead and wrap it up. That way we can all, go use the restroom, whatever we need to do, grab our snacks and get ready for their
Root
little birthday thing.
Root Trackers says
Well,
that
hello.
birthday is tomorrow.
Well, happy birthday, Root Trackers.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Happy
Hey,
birthday.
real quick, Debbie, can you make Lady V's picture big? Because I think her eyeballs are. Are you dressed up for Halloween in that picture?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's obvious.
Well, I'm blind as a bat. Where's your eyeballs?
Well, see, I'm mesmerizing you, so they're gray.
Yeah.
I don't feel mesmerized. I feel frightened.
Well, good. That's what I meant.
I'm
I
going to
love
add
you.
mine. If I can find it real quick here, I took my picture from last year, and I'm probably going to do it again because it's so easy to do on yourself. If I can find the picture really quick. If not, I'm not going to worry about it.
What'd you use to do that, Lady V? What program?
Was that when Photolab Pro is the one I used for that one, I think.
I'll tell you what, Snapchat has some Halloween filters that made me look crazy.
I had to check that out. I'm not happy with this one. I want it to be better.
Oh no, I like this one. You look very evil. You look like you look like a dead witch because I can't see your eyeballs.
I'm a vampire.
That's what you look like.
But I don't have any fangs, doggone it.
Okay, so now you can see mine.
Oh,
aren't you cute?
Oh, that is cute.
Yeah, what's that across your nose like you?
Freckles.
That
No?
looks like somebody. Oh,
Oh, that's really good, Debbie.
This is
I like
it's just
that.
makeup.
Wait, what are you?
Cartoon girl. See?
I like that. I
It-
can see it. The
I even-
comic, like the old
Oh,
comic.
look at the
you gave
cleavage.
yourself
My,
cleavage.
little wrist
Yes.
You did so good. You know,
Debbie.
I can make nails that match.
This is
that.
so easy to do, you guys. It was so easy. Just
Look, she gave
girl.
herself a neck bone and cleave. Ooh, I gotta try that tomorrow.
This is so easy, girl. Yeah, I just looked it up on YouTube and followed the
I have
tutorial.
comic nails that look fake
Let me-
that you could put on with those, and even when they're on, they look fake, like they're out of a comic book.
Dang.
Well, my birthday is 2 days before Halloween, so
Well,
we'll
happy
have to
birthday.
celebrate that before.
Happy birthday. So many October. I love it. So many October babies. Libras are the best because we hold the weight.
No,
Yeah, my
no.
husband's, it was the 4th.
You know what? I need to do my party one. There we go.
Oh, I like that one.
I'll do my party one since we're going to go have a little birthday for
Oh,
Scarlett.
that's cute.
That's just, I think that was Snapchat, if I remember correctly.
I wonder if I should turn my camera on and sing. Like,
There you go.
no,
What?
I couldn't
Yeah,
sing.
I'm not.
I couldn't sing
I
there.
sang last night.
Did you? I can't.
I did.
I'm thinking.
Yes, it says Roll Tide, Minnie Boo.
Yes, Alabama, Roll Tide. That's my Alabama football too.
Alla freaking Bama.
I can't remember who it's signed by. It's signed by oh Lord, I can't even remember.
Well, you guys, thank you for being here, and I will see you again shortly.
All right.
Thank you for
I'll
having
see you
us.
guys in a little.
Thank you
I'll
for
put the
having
link.
me up.
I'll put the link
Right.
again in chat for everybody. Come and join us over there and say happy birthday to Scarlett. She's awesome.
Yeah,
And I
come for
will-
the party.
Absolutely. You are all invited. I'm sure she would love to have everybody.
Yes, she
So
would.
I'm going to end this
Bye.
for tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming up with me.
Thank you for
And-
inviting me, Debbie.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Debbie.
thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Bye.
And I will
y'all.
see you
All right,
guys
see you in a
again
minute.
next time.
That's all, folks.
That's all.
I love it. Oh, no.
Oh no. Bye, y'all.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. I really appreciate you. Have a lovely evening. I'll see you again next time, okay?
girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now.